Good evening and welcome to Sundays with Neelu. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for all your story responses. My prayers and best wishes to all of you. Coming to this week's story. This week's story's title is Sanju the Barber. So once there lived a barber in a village with his wife, and he lived in a very small house. But he had this big dream of building a salon of his own. So Sanju every day morning, carried a toolkit in his hand which had knives, scissors, and a mirror, and he would roam around the village, giving haircuts to people and shaving their beards. So his wife said that every day you take the toolkit and go out. Why don't you leave it at times at home? So wherever he went, he took the toolkit with him. So Sanju always replied to his wife saying that you never know who might need a haircut. I need to always carry my toolkit with me. So one such day, Sanju left home early and he went on giving haircuts to people. He shaved a few people's beards and then he kept walking and then he was tired. So he said he'll take a nap. So there was a shady tree and it was big and beautiful. So he went there, he put his toolkit there and he rested under the tree. As he was sleeping and dreaming about his salon, there was a ghost up above the tree. And the ghost was like seriously looking at Sanju. And the ghost said, today I'm hungry. Here is my meal. I'll jump and grab and eat my meal. And the ghost immediately jumped down. And Sanju suddenly woke up because he saw the ghost jumping from the tree with a thud. And with that, he woke up and he looked at the ghost. The ghost smiled at Sanju and said, here is my meal. I'm so happy and I'm hungry today. And I'm so happy to have my meal. Here is my meal. And it started singing and dancing. To that, Sanju looked at the ghost. He said, I have to think of something quickly. If not, this ghost will eat me away. So he started, he also started singing and dancing and saying, oh, I'm so happy I can capture two ghosts in my toolkit today. I already have one. Here is another. So the ghost got really confused. The ghost looked at Sanju and said that this fellow is not scared of me. I need to ask him, why is he not scared of me? So the ghost looked at Sanju and said, why aren't you scared of me? I'm going to eat you away. And Sanju said, no, I have someone else like you in my toolkit. And so I can put you also in my toolkit and I'll have two of you and I'll carry you all around the village. So the ghost said, show me who's inside your toolkit. So Sanju opened the toolkit and handed a mirror to the ghost. The ghost looked at that and it got very surprised and startled. The ghost said that there's another ghost inside. Then he started begging Sanju, please, please leave me. I'll go away. Don't capture me. I'll give you a bag of gold coins. And the ghost quickly left that a bag of gold coins and just disappeared. It ran away from there. Sanju smiled and then he took the bag of gold coins, put it in his toolkit, went home and handed them over to his wife. His wife felt very happy. And then next day he went to open a grand salon for himself. He had a huge salon, a shop where he could do all his work. So this was the story of Sanju and the ghost. And the message in the story is always your brain, your wits will never ever deceive you. Timely decisions and timely wit is very very important. So while reading this story, I remembered when I was a child, my dad used to tell me some ghost stories at times. He would always make me sit next to him, and I would ask him, tell me a story, tell me a story. So dad used to live in a village. So my father once told me a story about a ghost. He said that there was a huge banyan tree in his village, and that banyan tree was so huge that everyone, got scared going near the banyan tree in the night. So we all know the stories of banyan trees in India. So people are asked not to go near the banyan trees because they have those aerial roots hanging, and those roots can really be scary in the night when there is breeze. The roots make this kind of noise. So that's quite scary. So we are all warned as children not to go near the banyan trees. So my dad told me that there was a huge banyan tree in his village, and many people got scared to go near the banyan tree in the night because there was apparently a person who lost her child there. And this was a story, yeah. And there whoever went there, and if they crossed that banyan tree and looked back, they heard the noises of 1,000 children crying at one go. So one such day, his uncle, my dad's uncle, was he was a priest. So he was going riding a bicycle and going that side in the night. It was dark and he was traveling there. So he narrated this story to my father that when he was riding the bicycle, he actually thought that he would turn back and see what will happen. So he stopped the bicycle and turned back, and there was a cry of a child, and a child crying. He heard a child crying and the voice of a child crying. And after some time, this voice grew stronger and stronger. And slowly he heard as if 100, 1,000 children started crying. Imagine, if one child cries, we go mad. And if 1,000 children cry at one go, we will go totally mad. So he left the bicycle there and he started running, taking God's name. So that's what happened. And my father narrated this story to me. And in villages, you have so many stories like this, ghost stories, where you all must be knowing, where you got scared in the night, and people don't go out in the night because it's like forest area. Villages, all villages are surrounded by forests and rivers, and it's very scary to go in the night. So parents always like cook up stories so that children don't go alone in the night and get lost. So what is your story? Do you have a ghost story? Did you hear anything from your parents, or from you have any stories from your village? Please leave it in the comment section. I will respond to all the comments which are related to the story. Stay well. I'll see you again next Sunday with a new story only on Sundays with Neelu. Bye.